Hey guys, welcome back to Time Drops and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a model which has become a real modern day classic, not just with fans of the brand, but the watch world in general. 4 words, full metal square G-Shock. Maybe 5 words, or 4 words and an initial. Anyway, the GMW-B5000. These models are one of G-Shock's best sellers for many reasons, and I'll be running through each and every one. And to do so, I've decided to choose this one in particular, as it's really caught my eye ever since its release, the GMW-B5000 GD-4, featuring a striking rose gold tone. As always, we'll be taking a look at the watch's history, price, design and functionality, and then at the end of this video, taking all of these into consideration, I'll be giving you my overall verdict. If you're excited to see what's in store and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and join our awesome community, and then sit back, relax, and we'll jump right in. Originally released to commemorate G-Shock's 35th anniversary in 2018, the GMW-B5000 series pays tribute to the first G-Shock ever made by retaining its iconic square-like octagonal design while reinventing it in a full metal shock-resistant structure and adding a series of enhanced functions. These had been a long time coming for fans of the G-Shock Square and certainly didn't disappoint. They were soon on the wrist of thousands around the globe and would be seen on the street, in the office, as well as any outdoor adventures. Since their conception in 2018 and due to their popularity, we've seen a load of design iterations added to this line to date, with G-Shock only continuing to add more. But what makes them so good? Let's get into it, shall we? Kicking off with its price. This model in particular has a retail price of £499, $600 or 74,800 yen, which sits in the mid to high range of the G-Shock catalogue and is of course a significant amount of money to pay for any watch. But thanks to WatchShop, who are kindly sponsoring today's video, you can get a huge discount on these. WatchShop are a huge online watch retailer based in the UK with thousands of timepieces to choose from many different brands, from your everyday watches to your more special occasion high-end designs. WatchShop are incredibly popular not only for their large inventory, but also their awesome pricing. You'll notice that this watch in particular currently has a discount of 25% using the code on screen, taking it down to £364.50. I personally use WatchShop all the time, predominantly to buy G-Shocks at discounted prices, and honestly I cannot recommend them enough. Delivery times are always super quick and customer service is top notch, so it's awesome to be teaming up with them again. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description down below for you to go check them out. Judging this on its original retail price however, considering everything this watch offers, I personally feel it's worth every penny. So let's dive in. The GMW-B5000 is a G-Shock model that stays true to its predecessor while undergoing further refinement through the application of a full metal design. The case, bezel and band are made entirely from stainless steel and finished with a combination of brushed and polished finishes, which provide a real nice luxury element to this digital watch. And because this watch is digital, you'll see that this has 4 buttons on the outer of the case, within its bionic looking rivets. These help you navigate through the watch's many functions, which we'll get onto. The words protection and G-Shock are seen engraved on the bezel at 12 and 6 o'clock respectively, emphasising its shock resistant construction, which, as you flip the watch around, is again highlighted on its solid screw lock case back, which is DLC treated for resistance to wear. Essentially, this watch is so durable that, if you really wanted to, you could launch it into a brick wall, or drop it off a tall building, and it's likely enough that the watch will still function just as well as when you unboxed it. The band features 2 rings on each link and boasts a one-touch free-fold clasp to lock in, which are now both familiar sights for metal G-Shocks. This watch also features an integrated 3-pronged lug structure, which not only means the band attachment is reinforced, demonstrated by the large screws on the outside, but once you've resized it, makes the case and band connect in such a way that wrap around your wrist just right. To achieve this rose gold colour, ion plating has been applied throughout. This is a modern technique that is used to apply a hard-wearing and durable finish to products, particularly to complete those crafted from stainless steel. Now, I thought this looked great from the stock images, but in hand it looks even better. This is another one of those classic cases where you need to see it for yourself to truly appreciate it. I've mentioned before that there's often a thin line between what brands class as rose gold, as these can often fall into a bronze or copper category for example. But this GMW-B5000 certainly fits the rose gold name and looks awesome in all lighting, which I'm hoping you're able to see. Zooming into its dial, you'll notice that this timepiece is boasting many of its features around its bold, fully digital and incredibly legible positive display. This display is what's known as an STN LCD, rather than a TN LCD we see on other G-Shock models. TN stands for Twisted Pneumatic, while the S in STN stands for Super. Essentially, the contrast is sharper on the Super version, so yes, it's better and much nicer to read. Within this glorious display on the main screen, you'll of course see the time, as well as the day in the top left and the date in the top right. Surrounding the display is another nod to the history of G-Shock in a contrasting brick pattern. This has been seen within the 5000 series for years, so it only made sense to continue tradition with this full metal version. As you can see, upon this brick pattern, as well as the outer rose gold ring of the dial, this timepiece is boasted in its extensive functionality list, which I promise we're getting onto. Adding to its durability, scratch-resistant mineral glass protects the dial on this model. Sapphire crystal might have been the stronger option here, but mineral glass is featured on a ton of G-Shocks and does the job well. In terms of dimensions, this watch is 49.3mm in length, 43.2mm wide and 13mm thick, weighing approximately 167 grams on arrival. But when sized for my wrist, with 6 links removed, this now weighs 152 grams. As I alluded to earlier, thanks to its design and dimensions, it sits very nicely and comfortable on the wrist. It has a real solid feel and look to it, making sure not only you notice it's there, but everyone else too. So that's how it looks. Now it's time to look under the hood. This timepiece features a raft of functionality features, which for starters include shock resistance, of course, thanks to its core guard structure, 200-meter water resistance, an auto calendar, alarm, countdown timer, multi-language display. Unlike other 5000 models, the day can be displayed on 6 different languages, which is pretty cool. You've also got a stopwatch, world time, as well as a fully automatic backlight, which can be ignited by pressing the light button at 2 o'clock, or if you have the setting enabled, simply by tilting the watch towards you in low lighting conditions. Awesome, right? Already a fantastic list, but it gets better. We then have multiband 6 technology, meaning automatic atomic time updates are received overnight across 6 transmission stations worldwide for exceptional time accuracy. This is a fantastic feature and a real G-Shock fan favourite. However, not everyone lives in a location with a strong reception to these stations, so what happens then? Well, you pair the watch's Bluetooth, of course. Yep, this watch also benefits from Bluetooth connectivity to not only sync time with your phone, wherever you are, but also offer much more usability when partnering up with the G-Shock Connected app. This offers you the opportunity to set all of the functions I mentioned earlier from the phone rather than your wrist if you so wish, as well as the phone finder function, which I'm sure we can all appreciate is rather useful. Another key feature to note from the mobile pairing is the time and place feature, which records the time and location points, longitude and latitude coordinates, with a press of a button. Yet again, another really nice feature. So there's a lot going on with this watch, which begs the question, what's its battery life like? And the answer is great. However you want to use it, the GMW-B5000 benefits from solar power charging. So keeping this watch exposed to light, which you'll do by simply wearing it, unless you're nocturnal I suppose, the high capacity solar charging system will ensure its battery is charged to meet its demands. In addition to this, you also get a battery level indicator on the watch, as well as the option to enable power saving. And on a full charge, G-Shock claim that this will remain up and running for 22 months. So yeah, they've got you covered. And this brings me on nicely to my overall verdict. This model is a real all-rounder. Its looks, functionality and durability make the GMW-B5000 a serious triple threat. Of course, wearing a full metal watch, especially a rose gold one, is going to attract attention, as it should. And upon noticing that this is in fact a G-Shock, means that this one gets a further seal of approval, often demonstrated by a nod and a nice. That's what I do anyway. What I love most about the GMW-B5000 is the fact that while it's big, bold and a real statement piece, it doesn't take itself too seriously. And I think that's why everyone loves them so much. It knows what it's about and well, is just very, very cool. It is worth mentioning that with any watch, while looking great, boasting a polished finish does mean that you're more susceptible to light markings. But even if that does happen over time, it won't affect the look of the watch, and if anything, will just add to its character. The consistent references to G-Shock's past throughout this design are awesome to see and exemplify just how timeless this design of the G-Shock Square really is, and encapsulate everything G-Shock were going for. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with a square G-Shock, especially when it's made of metal. And with all that being said, that just about wraps this one up, guys. I'd love to see what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts of the full metal square G-Shock below. And if you've got one yourself, let everyone know your experience. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and I've got plenty others just like it. So why not check out the channel and hit the subscribe button for loads more reviews and unboxings of some of your favourite watch releases. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and your continued support, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.